South Africa in a few seconds from now.
And now it's time for the women's And now it's time for a second semi-finals in the women's division. Up first, let's welcome the team of South Africa!
Well, a game that they've loved so much, the game that they've lived for, the passion with which they come here in the first World Cup. The team South Africa, unbeaten till now, and they are coming with flying covers to this semi-final.
And now let's please welcome the home team, the team of India!
The decibel levels will go out of the roof. They don't give an inch. It's a well-oiled unit. They're made up of a hard-to-find alloy called guts. They have a superstar and a rock star in Nasreen Sheikh. There she comes. Amidst a huge round of applause, Priyanka Ingle and her girls are striding out to the center to prove a point and to go one step closer to lifting the cup. Get set, because the girls of India are ready for the semi-final.
And may I please request our dignitaries, Ms. Reema, psychologist from the USA, and also Shri Sudhanshu Mittal, President, International Kho Kho Federation and Kho Kho Federation of India, to please join the teams.
This is getting bigger. This is the moment that they were living for to qualify for the semi-finals. The Indian and the South African team, first ever Kho Kho World Cup, and we are heading towards a very special moment. Two national anthems of the nations to be played.
Let's all rise for the national anthem of South Africa. And now, the national anthem of India.
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्सल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Goosebumps, absolute goosebumps. The semi-final is on the verge of getting a kickstart. It is going to be the Bravehearts from India. It is toss time, Munish.
Well, great game on the cards. But this is a very special moment for both the teams, both the captains. Of course, toss time.
Yes. Head. Still. This is head. Choice defense.
India winning the toss.
On the toss and choice defense. Thank you.
They've defended well in this tournament. They've decided to defend again in this big game. It's the semi-finals, can be anybody's game. The clear favourites on your screen at the moment, the Indian women team. The girls all lined up, all excited about this great game.
Yeah, lovely. Great to see. They're all set for this one. India won the toss. India is defending. And mind you, this is a team which has had a clean slate. Talk about Maziela, Jolumpa, Skosana, Mocho, Tibake. A lot of potential there.
Look out for Funani also, the number 15, the Vizier of South Africa. But at the moment, looking at the road to semi-final for South Africa, it's all win-win moments for them, going beyond 100-run points against Indonesia. And those runs that they create on the mat were spectacular, but they've got a tough side in the form of India. The home team, they've got the support. South Africa women have a strong game ahead.
And that is India. Talk about Nasreen Sheikh, former Indian captain, on your screen. You've got Nirmala Bhati, the Indian captain, Priyanka Ingle right there. A lot of quality, a lot of potential. And these girls are match winners, game changers in their own right. Munish, talk about Neetu, Chaitra, Ashwini, Reshma, Magai Maji, Nirmala. She's going to be one of the Wazirs. And looking at this, I mean, clinical. Was there a game where they did not score 100 points when they were playing? And the answer is no. Are they the favourites to win this one?
Well, then the men's team is already here. They have a semi-final lined up later in the day. But this is the moment the Indian fans and all of us are waiting here. It's India versus South Africa.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right. Let's go. This is the trophy they're fighting for. Semi-final number 2. Nepal is already waiting in the final. Who will they play? Will it be South Africa? Will it be India? India has fielded Nirmala Bhati, Chaitra, Nazia Bibi. There comes the dive and a little bit of confusion. Any good defender? Oh, she's writhing in pain at the moment. They'll have to stop play is what I believe. No, the game is on.
They'll have to get a substitute. They get a substitute very quickly. Number 15 comes for the South Africa Funani. And she's come in as an attacker. But that's not the side you want to see. Oh, that was a nasty blow as the knee hit the face of the sitting attacker.
That's sad to see. We hope and pray she recovers fairly quickly. Phila, look at that. That was a solid one, and Nazia could not recover from that one. And I think that will have an impact on those playing inside the field as well, because they've seen it from close quarters.
We'll get you the fresh updates on the physical condition of the injured player. But at the moment, South Africa have done the job well. They've tagged Nazia Bibi and collected 2 points on the board.
Nirmala Bhati, quick manoeuvring, swift movement, light on her feet. She's mostly around that central lane. Will rely on her peripheral view. Will know the value of conserving energy and saving it for the time when she'll need it the most, Manish.
Chaitra is having a vacation at the far end. They aren't forcing her. She is one of the best defenders of the Indian side. And the coach, Sumit Bhatia, speaks very high about her, wearing the number 2 jersey. Chaitra, water.
Nirmala Bhatia at the other end. And look at that. A good defender will make the attacker sweat. Off and on. Wild charge not working for the Nirmala Bhatia, zigzagging right through. Look at the confidence. Look at the measured approach. Positive mindset. It's not a robust approach. You don't need a robust approach. All you need is a little bit of smartness and the faith in your ability.
They've got the 2 points on the board already, South Africa, but that's the injured player. She looks all right. Tough girl, and we want her back on the mat. And our wishes go with her. At the moment, South Africa looking for the second tagging in this defensive bat. They've got Chaitra in front of the post. She's having almost a vacation there.
If the bat survives for 3 minutes, you get the first dream run. And that's the first point. No, Nirmala Bhatia. Oh, she survives, mind you. The direction was wrong. Nirmala survives.
And the coach was happy. Sumit Bhatia was on our screen for a moment there, but then focusing on number 1, which is Nirmala. And this group of defenders, she's asking for a review. The game will be stopped. It's a defender's review at the moment.
What will be her argument?
TV umpire, defender review.
I guess it's going to be about the line, not the touch. Touch was there.
The tagging was done, but look at the left leg. Where does it end? She's still in the follow-through. And has that gone and touched the center line? No, the maneuver looks good, but it's over to the video umpire.
It's far too casual, Nirmala Bhatia. No, she was far too casual. You need that burst of acceleration at the end. Londeka Mozia was very good.
Absolutely. And that's very watchful of Londeka wearing the Wazir's jersey. 2 minutes and 41 seconds already spent by this match. We are heading for a dream run point. South Africa 4, India can earn 1. But they've got a very strong defender in the form of Chaitra at the moment.
And look at that, how is she going to survive? Well done, Chaitra. Now she runs, zigzagging skills. 2 seconds, 1 second. India has the dream run. They have the point, and she looks all good. To add more to that, how can she add it? By spending 30 more seconds unscathed on the center.
We are heading for another 20 seconds, and Chaitra is a great defender. She knows how to hop and dodge. We'll speak about that, dodging the defenders now. Going back to the post, stands there, watches the attacker very carefully, runs behind the sitting attackers, and that's great defending, Paddy.
Good footwork, balance, kinesthetic approach, the perception and the orientation, everything very well aligned. She is maneuvering all around that central lane. She is such a thorn in the flesh. She's not letting their planning come true. They've been trying. 1 more point, 2 points is what she's at. Survives for 12 more seconds. 10 more seconds from here on, Munish. And 1 more dream point will be added. Well done, Chaitra. Right when the team needed you. 3, 2, 1. India with another point.
That's a dream come true for Chaitra. Hails from the southern part of India, and now she goes on the south pole, actually, the post, and now comes towards the north. She's running around. She's not letting anybody take the advantage. Or early rise, and that gives some breathing space. But does Chaitra need some breathing space? She's very comfortable.
She does, everyone does. But Munish, I get your point. Your point is very valid. I mean, because she survived and because she's kept so much in the tank, in the result, there she is. India adding 1 more point. Every 30 seconds she survives. India will pile on the points every now and then. Chaitra alone has been there for more than, 75 seconds. What was the time when the last player was tagged? It was 1:43, Nirmala Bhatia.
Chaitra, hats off to her already. Some of them already giving her a standing ovation. It's 4 on. Another dream run for India.
The roar. She's still on the floor. She's not sprinting, she's just jogging. Look at that, good footwork. The balance. pivoting, understanding. It is the attackers who are tired. She's looking so unfazed.
Not given at the moment, looked like attacking there, but she is finally tagged. 5 minutes 23 solid time spent by this defensive match. India have dictated terms on the blue court with their defense already.
5 dream run points. I mean, that is majestic. That is Herculean stuff. And they had to put in a stellar dive in the end to tag her. Well done. Good one coming in. But irony is India cannot get another dream run point. Why do I say so, Munish? Because only 1:37 on the clock. But well done, Chaitra. Look at that. Ashwini, Reshma, Meenu, the next batch is there.
I agree, they cannot get the dream run point at the moment, but then they can avoid any extra taggings done by the South African attackers. Mind you, India-South Africa women's semi-final, followed by India and South Africa men's semi-final. It's a great Saturday evening at the IG venue in Delhi.
The run, the dive, the turn. Well, you cannot change direction. Yes, direction is very important. Speed is very important as well. You need to merge the two. The combo of the two is very lethal. By sheer mistake, Ashwini just lands over one of the attackers and she apologizes instantly. Mistakes will happen. This is sport.
36 Meenu, 55 Ashwini, 66 Reshma. Those are the t-shirts number. They were focusing on 36, that is Meenu, but now Reshma is in focus for the South African attackers.
You need quick maneuvers here. You need accurate direction. You need to be lightning quick. You need to know the value of direction as well. Quicksilver reflexes. The quicker you are, the greater your chances of succeeding. And great defenders, Munish, they don't sprint till the time it is the last resort. Look at that. Look at the body language. They look completely unperturbed, unfazed. How is that for unwavering focus?
Well, they need more coordination. The kids are loving it. It's getting popular. Kho Kho. Oh, that's just running out of ideas. Meenu tagged by number 1, Moncho Gift. 8-5 South Africa leading, and we are coming to the end of turn number 1. Another tagging done. So extra points added to South Africa. They move on to double digits. They are on to 10. It's a 5-point lead for South Africa after the first attacking round. The crowd is jubilant already. They love the way Indians defended in this turn, and they anticipate a strong attacking turn by India, which is the turn number 2.
Talk about that. Lovely. Good to see. Good start. All you like to say is when you've accumulated 5 points in the dream run while you're defending, you've done a very, very good job. We're showing you glimpses of how the action has transpired so far. Great participation from the crowd as well, where cheers echo and dreams take flight. Stadium lights and the heart beats loud. Players giving it their all. Players proving how important it is. Chaitra was the superstar there. Nirmala Bhati was caught napping on 2 occasions. Chaitra deserved the round of applause, Munish. This is how it stands. 10-5, women's semi-final 2. But India will come back. India will be attacking next, and then the story is going to change. Stay where you are.
Well then, India and South Africa, the semi-final number 2 in the men's category is just after this game. And they had some splendid moments. It all started on the 13th of January, where the goddess fire was worshipped in North India, and they ignited the spirit of Kho Kho here.
140 the scoreline, 60-point win. Well done. Family was there, emotions were there. You can understand what is sport without emotion and passion. That's going to be next. Here, it's a scoreline of 10-5 when you talk about this one. South Africa 10, India 5. Clearly India on the attack. Every touch point gets you 2. 1 touch, 2 points. Has India got it? Review.
TV umpire, defender, review.
The chief referee, Mr. S.S. Malik, assisted by umpire S.P. Tiwari and Vinod Kumar. The officials were very sure, but it's the defender, number 4, Masi Lela. Beg your pardon, it's a defender's review, but she reckons that it wasn't a legitimate call.
Yes. Defender is not out because center line.
Yeah, and the issue was at the central lane. Central lane is where all the players who are attacking who sit in a very short square that is made for them. You have to sit in that square. There are 2 lines drawn, which is called the central lane.
That also gives us a confirmation how agile and active are the defenders. They keep their eye beside their shoulder, and that's the first tag of the Wazir given by the chief referee.
One more tag. Easy. India does not need to get breezy. They're doing with utmost amount of a short little Kho. Vaishnavi. Nirmala back to Vaishnavi. Goes past Nasreen, who's waiting for her turn. She tries for that touch.
Technical review. Attention. Decision required. It is a technical review.
And that's very rare. The technical review asked by the chief referee, Mr. S.S. Malik. South Africa, 10 points. They are defending. Those points were accrued when they were attacking. And this is the moment where the technical team wants to get a confirmation. Now, number 11, Monica, has she been touched by the defender? That is also not allowed.
Now, does she get the touch? Quite tough to say, actually. Feet is there, it's okay. The fingertips are fine too.
Well, the attackers eye the t-shirts, the back of the defenders, and also the shoe. And this is where the video umpire wants to get sure.
Defender is not out.
One more time, it is going against India. All right, now, how much time this match has survived? 49 seconds. India would want to make inroads very, very quickly, would want to clean up the act. Nasreen there with a very short Kho. Back to Neetu, Vaishnavi, Monica, Nasreen there, Nirmala on the run, clean up act. 1 minute and 6 seconds, the bat survived.
What a run there by the Indian attackers. They're in lead again with these 2 points. The last tag done by number 6, Priyanka. And of course, South Africa at the moment. For a moment you thought that they're defending well, but this was a very attractive moment. The acrobatic moment. Neetu Devi playing as a Wazir in that attacking combination of India. But eventually, number 6, Priyanka getting that last tag done. Turn 2. India's attacking turn is on.
Yeah, and they haven't failed well, so to say. There she goes left, then she goes right, a direction. For the Wazir, actually, she could have taken her chances. There is a lack of cohesion there. Yes, there is. Vaishnavi back again, long strides. There comes the fake, then the late Kho, then the wild charge, then the touch, which is given. Down to just last player standing at the moment is Londeka Munnazi.
She was under tremendous pressure. She went out of bounds too. 5-point lead now for India. It's building up. Just 37 seconds this match has spent. It's moving on. The aggression of the Indian girls on the Kho Kho mat. The attackers come in. Nice turn holding the post and pressurizing the number 10, Londeka Makavanazi.
This board keeps you on the edge of your seat. There comes the fake from Nirmala Bhati. Now she comes. India is using both their vachis, which is nice to see. Nasreen with long strides. And there the intent. She doesn't get it. Then comes the quick Kho.
Go, go, go is the call from the South African dugout. 1 minute, 10 seconds spent by this batch. India 5-point lead. Wazir comes in. She's going to cross the centre lane. Yes, she does. So good defending by Londeka.
Searching for the clean-up. India yet again with the charge. Yes! Bang on! Sport of speed, skill, strategy and stamina. India has taken care of batch number 2. 125 the time that they survived.
What a start by India. You always anticipated that. But those points that you see, 17 on the board for India, have 5 dream run points. And this is the free zone, 1.5 meters behind the post. It's a free zone for the attackers too. But Wazir, the entire court is an attacking zone for her.
Yeah, well done. Magai Maji. Very, very good indeed. Batch number 3. Moncho, Mozia, Bonolo, Precious, Mogari, Nasreen, Meenu, Nirmala, dodge, fake, run, thinking of giving it to Meenu, then decides, finally gives the Kho.
Well, then the chill yells on, the crowd loves it, direction change not given. Out of the bounds is the call by the side umpire. SP Tiwari, Vinod Kumar standing on either sides of the court, and that's tagged by the Wazir. Skydive to Wazir. They're tiring down the defenders.
Oh, that is great speed. That is agility, but the direction was wrong. Still, you would not be able to. You would not be able to tag. Oh, the touch again. Well done. Great surviving instincts there.
Well, this is what Kho Kho is all about. 1 pacey defender, but 6 pacey attackers. I'll leave out the 1.
Sometimes. Oh, there. Yes, it is. It has been given batch number 3 taken care of in the shortest time today. 1 minute and 1 second.
What a start by India. Coach Sumit Bhatia is still focusing on. He doesn't look contented. He's going to make a substitution too. But at the moment, this is what happened with the current batch. That's number 5, Vaishnavi getting the first tag. The Wazir is excellent on the mat. And what tagging done by Meenu in the end, getting the maximum.
India has picked up how many points? 18 so far. 3:27 on the clock and under. Nirmala Bhati, fake Kho, twice fake, then finally gives it to Meenu. Nasreen, former Indian captain, with the charge. She could not change direction. Very smart indeed.
Very quick attacker. Nasreen Sheikh wearing the number 7 jersey, but this is number 66. Reshma Rathore giving some joyous moments to the crowd here at the IG venue. India with a 15-point lead now.
Nirmala Bhati. There comes the speed. Nasreen. There has been a bit of misunderstanding going on today. These girls are not as cohesive as they have been previously. Now the point, easy at the end.
We thought that was a tag, but not given by the umpires. Turned down, so that'll be a little disappointment for Chaitra, who got 5 dream run points with her batch when India came out defending. And this is the cat and mouse chase, and Vaishnavi wins it.
Down to the last one. Soli Mayende. Nirmala Bhati. It's all about quick course. It's about great teamwork. There tries the catch at the post, and Nasreen thinks she gets it. No, she doesn't. The foot may be into the lane. She's not too happy.
We saw Sumit Bhatia creating a strategy there, but number 14, Mayande for South Africa. They're made to run and they tag her easily. Tire her down and get an easy tag done. In the end, India on to 29 now.
Nasreen with some intent. Nasreen finally adding so much of influence. But let me tell you, Manish, I mean, this is not the same clinical Indian side that we saw earlier. That's the last touch there by Nasreen. He finishes things up. Nirmala Bhati has been given the charge now to start proceedings. She doesn't change. It returns in the same region. Thinking about the Kho. India has been sprinting far too much. They should rely on small course.
We got a small little update on number 6, Jo Lumpo, who was injured when the game started. She is feeling much better. She's in the dugout, standing And that's good news for South Africa.
Mind you, this sport takes a lot out of the human body. Oh, lovely dive. Brilliant. Rises with success. Now the fire is returning. There they go. You've got 65 seconds on the clock. Neetu Devi is India's. Was he?
Wrong direction chosen there by Nasreen. And at the moment, this is a 21-point lead now for India. That's number 4, Masilela for South Africa. A late Kho given there by number 7, Nasreen Sheikh. The Wazir comes into play. Quick Kho given.
Nasreen back into action. Look at that. Thinking. This game is played between your 2 ears as well. Your best friend and your worst enemy lies between the 2 ears. Nasreen, quick Kho. Meenu, you can go 90 degrees onto your left. She has success. It is 33-10. Priyanka Ingle's parents, Indian captain's parents are there. This sport becomes your family, the team becomes your family, and your parents come there. Oh, what else can you ask for? Nazia was thinking whether to give the pass or not. Finally comes back to Nasreen, who quickly gives it a Kho. Now the wide charge. You cannot change direction. No, point with one official gives it, the other one doesn't. But they've cleaned it up. In the end, they have given the point.
Well, then it's not given the last tagging, but India have a massive lead of 23 points at the moment. The bigger question is, how far will South Africa go in the turn number 3, which will be their last attacking turn? But India clearly the favourites here, and they've managed to get an absolute perfect performance here.
Talk about India's performance. Well, it has not been top-notch, to be on the safer side, and to be very honest. There have been blemishes. The understanding when you give that Kho in receiving and in giving both. But the scoreline suggests India are on top, which they are, no doubt about that. This is how it stands. India have a 23-point lead. On the other side, we'll have the second half of that. And then after that, India versus South Africa in the men's. And he's efficient, he's productive, he is Pratik Vaikar.
इट्स अ ड्रीम कम ट्रू मोमेंट है मेरे लिए। मित्तल सर ने वो अनाउंसमेंट किया कि प्रतीक वाइकर एज अ कैप्टन ऑफ टीम इंडिया, तो वो अलग ही खुशी देके गया।
The men's team led by captain प्रतीक वाइकर।
ये माहौल में बहुत अच्छी तरह अडेप्ट हो जाऊंगा और मैं मेरे जो भी स्किल्स है और अच्छी तरह कर पाऊंगा और टीम को हम जिता देंगे।
Well, the Indian captain will be in action in a short while from now, and I'm sure he's sitting and watching this great Indian performance by the women's team. The second semi-final, and of course a 23-point lead separates South Africa. This is South Africa's attacking turn. They need to cover up. Opina, Vaishnavi and Sheikh are the defenders for India.
And Nasreen Sheikh, Opina, Vaishnavi, 3 of them. One of them is the former India captain, the other 2 youngsters. And look at that. I mean, you will never see them running too fast. All you'll get to see measured strides. Measured strides. Oh, caught there napping. Does she survive? Yes, she does. Well done.
Good to see Jolumpo back in the attacking spree. She's wearing number 6 t-shirt for South Africa, and she's the same girl who got hit earlier on when the attacking turn started for South Africa.
The pivoting by both. Nasreen, look at that. Jersey number 7. Very, very elegant indeed. How they maneuver, how they make the best use of those zigzagging skills. They're confusing them. They're right, all 3 of them, not far away from the central lane at all. They are tiring their opponents, and that's the best way to go about it.
Now, this batch of Indian women is the 3rd in sequence. Mind you, all the defensive batches are announced before the start of the game. Nice dodge there by number 7 of India, Nasreen Sheikh.
I love the way she picked up speed. The burst of acceleration was so emphatic, and there, How quickly she covers a lot of ground. It doesn't even seem that she's sprinting. Now the dodge yet again. She tries for the touch. She does not get the touch. Well done, Nasreen. Great evasive skills.
Absolutely, and she's wearing the tricolour as a wristband on both her hands. And there she is, standing in front of the Wazir and then hopping and dodging. Well done.
So good. All three of them still active. We have entered 2 minutes of their survival. And now she's claiming it. And Nasreen is actually asking for a review. And considering the experience she's had of playing this game for so long, the Arjuna awardee, let's see if she has a valid case.
Give umpire, defender review.
And the only reason I see here is the direction change, that she was very confident enough. Let's see. He's running straight, goes on to the left.
Let's tell you, while Nasreen also is watching at the giant screen, the moment she saw it, she produced a fist bump as if she was very sure. As if saying, didn't I tell you? There. Now Nasreen draws her into a corner. Oh, there is a change in direction.
Defender is out.
Defender is out. Look at the look on Nasreen's face.
No more review.
She's completely distraught. She can't believe with that verdict was.
It's only the direction change that was in question. Probably the left hand that was shifted, but that was while she was sitting. And Bonolo Mogari tagging Nasreen Sheikh. 2 minutes, 10 seconds gone with this match.
And the first turn when India was defending, it was Chaitra all the way through, and India won, what, 5 dream points. Dream run points, sorry. It has been a dream run. Now what they need to do is survive there for 35 more seconds from here on. And Vaishnavi and Opina have a responsibility here, Manish.
Now the South African attackers are focusing on number 5, that is Vaishnavi. And she is taking a long time to stride around, and there she is. They've changed their focus now. They're coming on Hilar Ubina Ben Deviji Bai.
Yeah, it's all about having a good judgment of direction. Rely on your peripheral view. You should know the value of conserving energy as well. You speed and sprint and produce the pace only when need arises. Otherwise, it's all about conserving that energy, keeping it in the bank, keeping it in the tank, and then using it when the team and you will need it most. There comes the wild charge, there comes the drive. Wazir and you in the open space, you will always be cornered, not given.
3 minutes gone, India earns another dream point. They got 5 in the previous defensive turn. And we are heading towards another dream run point, which is just 10 seconds away.
Yeah, after crossing and surviving that 3-minute mark, every 30 seconds fetch you 1 point. This is how it is. And very clinical. Look at Opina, look at the body language there. They look completely unperturbed, unfluttered, unwavering focus. Well done. Now she'll pick up sprint because the need has just risen.
The first dream run badge spent 5 minutes and 23 seconds given by the umpires. And of course this was a skydive, but we are heading towards another dream run which is seconds away now.
Yeah, there it is. India with another dream run point. Okay, now injury yet again. And that's the last thing you would ever want to see on a sporting match.
I know, Paddy, it's going to sound very harsh, but the clock goes by and we are going towards another dream run point, which is again some 8 seconds away. The Wazir has injured herself, so a substitute Wazir comes in for South Africa. So any injuries are going on with them. Another dream run point for India.
Yeah, and she's writhing in pain, so to say. We just hope and pray she recovers very fast. All responsibility on Vaishnavi. On the left hand side, you see how that injury erupts. It was the left knee, or was it the hamstring? Come to know, the way she was writhing in pain, it may be the left knee banging the mat. There, the wild charge coming in yet again, but unperturbed. Look at the body language from Opina.
That was South Africa's physio picking up that player. We just hope that she's fine. Meanwhile, another dream run point earned by India, and that's the 5 dream run points for India with this defensive badge. Running again very strongly is Vaishnavi.
Kinesthetic perception, the orientation. good defender will always present a confident demeanor, which Vaishnavi is doing at the moment. She is hardly breaking a sweat. She's making South Africa sweat. So much so, India gathers one more dream run point.
Badge time is moving ahead. 5 minutes 23 is what the previous batch took when they got 5 dream run points, but we've gone over that. 6 dream run points in this match for India.
Well done. Great survival instincts. In the end, will she get it? No, the point won't be given. Vaishnavi was very well aware of the fact that she was changing direction, and that is something not allowed. As long as you are very well versed with the rules and the laws, finally, that is it. Batch, look at that. Very good, clinical.
What a great performance by India. Vaishnavi has just showcased another display of magnificent defending. That was, in the end, she just ran out of stamina, but then what a great performance by the Indian women's team.
The first is opener. I mean, all 3 survived till 145. 145 was the timing when it was Opina, then it was Nasreen Sheikh at 240, and Vaishnavi had to survive 20 seconds, and she survived far too long. Next up is India versus South Africa in the men's category. These boys will produce tons of skydives. Get set. Here we come yet again. A minute left in this turn.
Neetu, Maggie and Monica right there in the middle. The second badge for India in this attacking turn of South Africa. 50 seconds remain. South Africa way behind India. They needed to go beyond 38 if they wanted to stay alive in this contest. But India have dominated thoroughly. There have been some injury scares for South Africa, but clearly the talent with India.
And look at that. I mean, this sport keeps you on the edge, Manish. The adrenaline rush, the excitement, the buzz. The sport derives that kick. Good to see kids in the house as well. The drive, the momentum, the shift, the energy is so infectious and palpable. I love Kho Kho. Let's go.
Let's go. Why not? But at the moment, South Africa are busy attacking, and the crowd has gone silent for a while. But they'll cheer up because in these last 5 seconds, South Africa will lose all the opportunity of earning points through their attacking.
Salute this effort coming in. Brilliant job from Team India. Talk about the passion, the drive and the purpose. Talk about the robust attitude. Talk about the positive outlook. Talk about the run. Talk about the nimble-footedness. This sport requires the fleetness of foot and the sharpness of mind. Great performance, Manish.
Yes, indeed. The Indian women are happy in the dugout. So is the coach Sumit Bhatia. Those dejected faces tell you the exact story. But they need to remember that in this first Kho Kho World Cup, they're facing a very strong side. Well then, that's what the team is living for. The great name, the great nation where this game originated. It's gone globally. But coming up very shortly will be India's attacking turn. They've been great ambassadors of this game. Kho Kho has won the spirits all over. India leading comfortably. 38-16 at the moment. We're heading towards the turn 4. Stay with us for live action. The men team will follow soon.
The men's team is warming up for bigger battle ahead. They'll be up against South Africa. It's going to be a crucial game. Mind you, Nepal has made it to the final in both the categories, men's category as well as the women's category.
Well, that's next. Just a confirmation. Men's second semi-final, India versus South Africa. And of course, Indian women are at a very comfortable position right here on court 1, where the action is awaited. These men are going to fire all cylinders in a while from now.
Yeah, you got Mehul, you got Ram, you got Pratik Vaikar, you got the passion, the drive and the purpose and the hunger and the roar and the case and the family. The sport is a family.
Well, then that's the scorecard of the Kho Kho World Cup Women's second semi-final. We are heading towards turn 4. And at the moment, a 22-point lead. India dominating with their attacks, with the defense. Of course, a sheer commitment by the players, and they get their first tagging done.
Every tag gets you 2 points. India needs to go all out here. And then Nimaravati, easy pickings. Minu, sorry.
Well then, 42 to India. They're quick in this attacking turn. Wiping in just 29 seconds. Maji gets the third tagging.
A target for them should be, they should tell each other, we've never got lesser than 100 points in any of the games. Every time we've got minimum 100 points. Let's do that today. That should be their challenge. Their challenge should not be beating South Africa. South Africa cannot win from here, because even if they get all the defensive points from here, maximum they can get is 9. India will go to the semi-final, that's for sure. But target has to be, give yourself a target.
Absolutely. South Africa can take a leaf out of this game if they can defend well. But talking about the Indian attacking, they had 485 attacking points before the start of this semi-final. Skobile, Londeka, Funani now defending for South Africa.
On the post. Gets back yet again. And what I've not seen, Nasreen there with the wild charge. Nasreen with the dive. Nasreen with the points. Well done. She's like a tigress on court, isn't she?
Absolutely. The Indian women team now have 531 attacking points, including these 46 today. Change of direction, not given that time, but then the pace, the spree is much better than the turn one that India came out.
And suddenly there's more intent, suddenly there's more purpose. Look at that. Nimble-footedness, pace, speed, agility, kill! Wonderful skill.
Maji with that tagging has just electrified this moment here, and everybody's after the Indian attackers. They want some more action, and they are speedy now. Vaishnavi denied. Direction change. The defenders survive.
Ashwini, Vaishnavi. And this is what they're fighting for. This is where the dream is going to come true. Lifting this cup. Lifting this trophy. 48-16 at the moment. India is busy piling up points. And then, if you win big, Munish, I mean, it's a habit. You know, success is all about, it's a natural consequence of good habits. These points and these kills come easy for former Indian captain Nasreen.
And she's made a habit of getting the quick calls and quick tagging. Good coordination work done by India. The dugout is happy. And they look so relaxed. 50 points for India on the board. A 34-point lead. This is no way South Africa is going to win. But the trophies that we saw, that's what these girls are playing for. And it'll mean so much for them. The first Kho Kho World Cup, and India are just excellent on the court, both men's and women's team.
No doubt about that. Look at that, great participation, great support, great cheer. It's all about loud cheer, where cheers echo and dreams take flight. Great crowd, good participation. Talk about those who are watching on net, were sitting at home. You love popcorns, Munish?
Yes, indeed. And especially when the things are getting excited, when there's competitiveness on the court. But we got a glimpse of the trophy. Nazreen Sheikh, of course, one of the best players of the Indian team. Good defender, good attacker, great all-rounder. But there'll be 2 World Cups at stake, women's and men's. And what a moment it'll be. Nepal have qualified for the finals, both men's and women's team. A lot of people anticipated it's going to be Nepal and India final. Well, one is confirmed.
Easy. And now Minu. Wild charge. Well done. Great Kho. Great teamwork. Teamwork makes dream work. The dream is to lift the cup. Batch taken care of.
Well, that was Jo Lumpu wearing the number 6 t-shirt. She was the one who got injured when the game started. Good to see the competitiveness when she came out and she started defending.
Now, look at that. 4:43 on the clock. We scored 56. Munish, you and I were talking about the fact that why the 100 number as a number becomes crucial. Because India, each time they've taken onto the mat, they've always scored those number of points, 100. That should be their target.
Absolutely.
It's doable.
It is doable. And another tagging done. So it's approachable. Tibake has been tagged out. The Vizier comes into play. Nice defending by Masilela wearing the number 4 t-shirts, going across the centre line.
Nasreen yet again. Quick little Kho. Nirmalavadi looks on. She got up much earlier. The touch has to happen first. Then it should be shot from the lips. Kho, you need to say that is valid. That's counted. But they are exchanging amongst each other. Confusing. And then killing.
That was a great setup by the defenders. Masole Nalidi, wearing the number 3 jersey of South Africa, will go and sit in the dugout for a while.
An attacker who can change direction freely and wears a distinct jersey. That's called the Wazir. India now, they have a race against time. It's 3:30, so to say. 40 points doable, Manish?
Well, anything is possible here. It's all about the outburst that the attacker should bring in. But careful, they've got a final on the cards. Bringing any injury will hamper any chances for tomorrow. The Nepal women are watching, sitting in the crowd, this performance by India.
Nasreen looks the most elegant there. I mean, whenever she takes charge, there is purpose, there's intent, there's great strides, great court coverage as well.
60 points for India. Padamjeet anticipates 100 should come in, but they've slowed down a bit, the Indian team. Maybe saving their stamina for tomorrow. Skydive, claiming one. And now given by the chief referee, Mr. S.S. Malik.
Faster than a speeding bullet or faster than the blink of an eye. Well done. Review has been taken. Should be a defender's review because the point was granted.
TV umpire, defender review.
Each time we go on a review, it's breathing time for the defenders. And in Kho Kho, you don't want to give that to the defenders. But this is the defenders' review. The Indian team, the Wazir, very confident of this tag, of this touch. And we'll have to wait and see the leg as well, the foot, whether it was on the centre line or no. The TV umpire will see that.
It is looking in anticipation. Nirmalavadi. The screen decision coming. Kill confirmed. India claps. Review lost. You can only take one review per turn. 2:44 on the clock. Still 38 points. The governor of Bihar has graced the occasion today.
Well then, 62 points now for India. South Africa losing that review.
In South Africa, next match please.
And they're still having some confusion, some discussions with the officials.
South Africa, next match please.
They want the next batch to come in.
Next match please.
What a performance by India. Of course, the Wazir comes in so handy in crucial stages. They made the difference today.
Arif Mohammed, the governor of Bihar. Thank you for sparing time, sir, and adding more value to this ambience.
South Africa.
The coach is very happy.
Yes,
Started preparing for the finals already. But at the moment, the play has been held up. There was some confusion with the next batch of defenders, and we are finally through. Abake wearing the number 2 jersey, Mosia wearing the number 11, and Mogari wearing the number 13 jersey are on the mat defending for South Africa.
Now, it's all about the late Kho. It's all about the fake Kho as well. There is technique, there is madness on this mat, but there is method to it as well. It's also clinical. There is strategy, there is speed, there is strength, there is stamina. Then you have the flair of somebody going up in the air, totally airborne, and we go up in the air as well. Wow, what moments, what flair this game possesses.
Absolutely, and this is one moment where you want to celebrate Kho Kho, because the Indian women team have confirmed their place in finals. But at the moment, they're slowing down, and that is, for me, the preparation for tomorrow. Bring in no injuries. We saw 2 injuries happening with the South African squad. You don't want to see that with India.
Absolutely not. An injury we wouldn't want to see with anyone, Munish, because considering, yes, it takes a lot out of the athlete. Athlete prepares, you work hard. Talk about these moments. Families are here, fans are here, supporters are here to cheer your team. The first World Cup ever. This is where dreams come true. From the stands to the field, we are living the dream.
Well, Kho Kho is a strategic game. It's not all about running after the defenders. You plan, you set up your tags. And that's what the Indian team is known to. Early rise, tagging not given. And that's one of the things that should be considered by an attacker. Is that an easy tag? Yes, given. Vaishnavi comes in and brings in 2 more points for India.
Each point matters. The bigger you win, the greater the boost to your confidence. Greater the lift to your morale. Anshu gets it at the right time. Short little course is what India is working at the moment. They're bringing everyone into the picture. And they've released some of the key players here. I can't see Nasreen at the moment. We need to rest the players for tomorrow as well.
Paddy, we are heading towards a historic moment. When the whistle blows after the end of this play, India will qualify for the finals of the first ever Kho Kho World Cup. We are just 35 seconds away. And the Indian women are doing a great job. Tagging done, 2 more points added. But look at the batch time also. 2 minutes, 18 seconds. So good stay by South Africa.
20 seconds left. A sport of speed, skill, strategy and stamina. A land where pace wins the race, where speed is authority, where direction is essential. There's a sharp mind is mandatory. India clapping, India cheering, India watching. Nasreen the superstar today. She contributed a lot on the mat. India marches into the final of the first Kho Kho World Cup ever. Let's produce a loud cheer and an even louder whistle for Team India.
Second consecutive knockout victory for these women. They beat the opponents with ease throughout. And with South Africa, they were careful and they were watchful. They were strong and they were destructive for the opponents. Indian women team have qualified for the Women's Kho Kho World Cup Finals.
Yeah, talk about this sport, talk about this team. There is the captain of Team India, Priyanka Ingle. And this is a great bunch of individuals. Well done, South Africa. Great participation. Well done, KKFI. And the president. There is the family of the Indian captain. Pranam to you, sir and ma'am. Greetings. And thank you for giving India a gem.
What a moment for them. They're part of this memorable moment for Team India, for the Indian Kho Kho, for the world Kho Kho. The crowd's enjoying every bit of it. They've paved the way and they've set up that pace and the stage for the men to follow.
Yeah, you talk about this support staff. Yes, you have the coach, Mr. Bhatia. You have Miss Shushma, you have Miss Prachi, the coaches as well. They are most celebrated coaches too. And then the handshake, and then the camaraderie. This is what sport teaches you. Sport, Munish, is the biggest unifier in the entire universe. It gives you hope where once there was only despair. Who would have thought we'll have the Kho Kho World Cup? It is a dream come true moment.
Absolutely, Paddy. It's an emotional moment for many. It's also for the millions watching this live telecast across India, across the world. Imagine how many prosperous Kho Kho players will emerge after this World Cup. A great stage. And we have already lined up the women's final for tomorrow. It's India versus Nepal tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Lovely. And that is going to be the final at 5 p.m. tomorrow. You need to be glued to your television sets. If you can find a way to get into the Indira Gandhi International Stadium, nothing like it. You can contact Munish for passes.
Well, that's an old Delhi tradition, but then these are the great ambassadors of Kho Kho. One of the best sides that you'll see happening after the game. Well, then they came out very confidently, both the teams, but then it was India's turn. Few injury scares, but the players are tough. Tough girls from South Africa was posing challenges for India, but this is where the destruction happened. Number 2, Chaitra getting 5 dream run points along with her badge, and that's set the pace and the tone for India.
No doubt about that. India was not as clinical in the first turn when they came into attack. As the game progressed ahead, they got better. There were flaws initially. Nirmala Bhati as the Wazir was good. He seemed to be recovering from an injury. Nasreen was very good. Meenu was superb. India using their Wazirs very effectively. The post catch was good as well. In the second turn when they came into attack, they were far more clinical, sorted, assured. 66-16 scoreline just proves their dominance. The only thing that they'll be thinking about is they could not get 100 points on the board, which is they are so habitual of getting.
Absolutely, and this is the moment where you want to see India emerge as champions. Now those thoughts have started coming to many here at the IG venue and across the nation. A great attacking side India. The Wazirs were magnificent today. The skydives were perfect. The young and the experienced players got the points when it was needed the most.
Yeah, superb. India was clinical. You know what, talk about these moments which have taken them down to the final of the first ever Kho Kho World Cup. Looking good, looking sharp, and looking invincible. Controlled aggression mixed with weakness of foot. A good team. Smile. Whosoever participates. You know, there's no limit to what you can achieve and nobody cares who gets the credit. India 66, South Africa 16. India are in the final period. Coming up next, the boys will be in action versus South Africa in the men's category. That's up next. Also up next is the presentation.
Found their players in the finals. They started off well and they were magnificent throughout. They had their moments of celebrations, but this one is going to be big. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Women's final of the first ever Kho Kho World Cup. Well, then this is what the scenario was. Uganda, Nepal, Iran losing to Nepal, but India convincingly winning over South Africa. We are going towards the presentation ceremony. Navneet Krishna is waiting for us.
Congratulations to Team India. The women's team becomes the first Indian team to book a spot in the all-important inaugural Kho Kho World Cup. Absolutely brilliant from Priyanka Ingle and the girls in blue. Welcome to the post-match presentation. Once again, we're in esteemed company. Before we get to the awards, I'd like to introduce the dignitaries to my right over here. Shri Arif Mohammed Khan, Honorable Governor of Bihar and the former Governor of Kerala. Mr. Rahul Kamal, News Director, India Today and Aaj Tak. And Mr. Ganesh Hambram, Representative Rashtrapati Bhavan. Thank you for joining us this evening. Wonderful display from the girls. And before we get to the awards, I'd like to have the Honorable Governor onto the podium, please, to say a few words about the inaugural Kho Kho World Cup. So,
President of the International Kho Kho Federation, Shri Sudhanshu Mittal ji, Shri Rohit Haldania ji, Secretary International Kho Kho Foundation, Secretary General Kho Kho Federation of India, Shri M.S. Tyagi, Kho Kho players from around the world, from different countries, other dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to you all. My naman and vandan to the everybody present here. I'm extremely thankful to Sudhanshu Bhai for having invited me here. And not only that, I have greatly enjoyed the match here, but somebody like me who does not know ABC of any of a game like Kho Kho, I have become very familiar with it, and I greatly enjoyed it. It's such a fast and lively game. So I would like to extend my warm greetings to all participants, organizers, and the sports enthusiasts who have come together to make the historic first Kho Kho World Cup 2025 a grand success. This landmark event celebrates the evolution of Kho Kho, a sport deeply rooted in our cultural heritage, into a global phenomenon. Kho Kho, one of India's most ancient and cherished sports, traces its origin back to Mahabharata era. The game is believed to have been inspired by the strategic formations used in the war at Kurukshetra, particularly the Chakravyuh tactic used by Guru Dronacharya to entrap Abhimanyu. In pre-modern times, it is believed that a version of Kho Kho known as Rathera was played on chariots. Chariot means the Raths, which means chariot in Sanskrit. The chariot fight during the war and the zigzag pathways followed by the retreating soldiers show similarity with the Kho Kho. This game was also known as Kho Dhwani Krida, translating as a game where the sound Kho is made. The name Kho Kho itself has an interesting etymology. Some historians suggest that Kho Kho is derived from a Sanskrit word meaning go, representing the swift movement required in the game. Regardless of its linguistic origins, the name perfectly encapsulates the essence of the game. The modern form of the game was standardized in 1914 with its rules and formalized structure being given by Pune's Deccan Gymkhana Club. The first rule book of Kho Kho was written by our great leader of the freedom movement, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Kho Kho was demonstrated at the 1936 Berlin Olympics alongside other traditional Indian games. Kho Kho has come a long way from being a recreational sport played in open fields to a modern professional game contested on synthetic mats in indoor stadiums. The most recent edition, the 56th National Kho Kho Championship 2024, held in New Delhi, was a resounding success. This significant milestone has reaffirmed Kho Kho's growing appeal and its ability to captivate diverse audiences. The Kho Kho is more than a game. It embodies agility, teamwork, and strategic brilliance. Its dynamic nature reflects universal values of unity, resilience, and perseverance, transcending borders and cultures. Kho Kho has experienced remarkable growth in recent years, expanding from 4 countries in 2014 to 55 nations today. demonstrating its increasing popularity and global appeal. Led this World Cup, the match which we have seen today, I would like to congratulate the winners and the South African team for the wonderful match which they have played. They all deserve our appreciation. And I hope that this World Cup will foster friendship, cultural exchange, and mutual respect among nations. More than a competition, it is a platform for building lasting bonds and promoting shared values. This tournament also extenuates India's aspirations as a global sporting hub. With participation from 24 nations across 6 continents, the first Kho Kho World Cup truly embodies the spirit of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, the world as one family. Once again, I would like to congratulate Sudhanshu Mittalji and his wonderful team who have organized this event. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Honorable Governor, we want to say a big thank you for showing your support and encouragement for the inaugural edition of the Kho Kho World Cup. I'd also now like to have Mr. Rahul Kanwal to come and say a couple of words regarding the first ever Kho Kho World Cup. Mr. Rahul, if we can just quickly have you here. Thank you so much.
बचपन में सरकारी स्कूल में पढ़ते वक्त हम लोग खो खो खेला करते थे। सुधांशु जी ने बताया कि वर्ल्ड कप हो रहा है, मैं चाहता था कि मेरे बच्चे आए और देखें भारत की संस्कृति, भारत का इतिहास। इतनी यहाँ पे भीड़ आई, इतने लोग आए, मैं आ रहा था, लोग डांस कर रहे थे। बड़ा अच्छा लगा कि खो खो को लेकर भी उस तरह का उत्सव जैसा माहौल है जैसा कि आईपीएल में हुआ करता है। तो मेरी शुभकामनाएं आप सभी को जो यहाँ देखने आए, सारे खिलाड़ियों को, सुधांशु जी को, खो खो वर्ल्ड कप को और भारत की विजेता टीम को बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद।
Thank you, Mr. Rahul. It's now time for us to give away the awards. Before that, if we can, a token of appreciation for the governor from the president of the KKFI, the Kho Kho Federation of India, Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal. And a big thank you to the Honorable Governor, Shri Arif Mohammed Khan, Honorable Governor of Bihar and former Governor of Kerala. Also a token of appreciation for Mr. Rahul Kanwal, News Director, India Today and Aaj Tak, and Mr. Ganesh Hambram, Representative Rashtrapati Bhavan. The President of the KKFI will do the honors in felicitating our esteemed guests for this evening. It's also now time for us to hand over the awards. We've had a fantastic game of Kho Kho. India have made it to a World Cup final. I'd like to have all 3 guests on the stage as we give away the awards. First up, for the best attacker of the match. South Africa tried everything they could in their powers. Tough luck to the Proteas. But Mosia will get the award for the best attacker, and Mr. Rahul will give that away. Mr. Ganesh will actually hand over the award for the best attacker of the match, Mosia from South Africa. Next up, time now for the best defender of the match. India were dominant today. They continue to dominate every single game. And one of the stars of this Indian team is Nirmala Bhati. Congratulations to Nirmala Bhati as she secures the award for the best defender of the match. What a star she is. You often see her as a Wazir when India's attacking, and she's quite the defender as well. Thank you, Mr. Rahul, for doing the honors. And now, I'd like to have the Honorable Governor to hand over the award for the player of the match. She was quite brilliant when India were attacking, when India were defending. Vaishnavi from Team India will be given the Player of the Match award. Congratulations to Vaishnavi and a massive congratulations to this Indian team. A dominant performance in a World Cup semi-final. Well done to Team India once again for securing their spot in the World Cup final, and a big thank you to all our guests who joined us in giving away this awards. That's it from the presentation.
Thank you, Navneet. And this is what is coming up next. Get set, India versus South Africa, men's semi-final 2. Fasten your seatbelts because we are ready to fly on the mat of Kho Kho. Get ready, let's go.